Hi, welcome to my next video. This is Nomad Lifestyle. Embrace the instability and distractions. Those are not my words. Those are the words of a therapist that I saw a few years back. That is what he told me. He told me that being on the road, the travel bug, wanting to travel, wanting to explore, basically being a nomad or living on the road. He said all those things, that was an unstable life. And the whole reason, and he was going, I guess, to try to cure me of this desire to be on the road, travel, be a nomad, so to speak. Camping, being out in nature, whatever. He wanted to cure me of all this. And one of the reasons we went was my ex-husband wanted to go to therapy, to try to, I had a hard time dealing with his alcoholism, and his whole idea, my ex-husband's whole idea, was he thought the therapist would make me, be able to deal with his alcoholism and tolerate it. It didn't work. And he thought the therapist could also cure me of the, the wanting to go out and travel. The whole reason I started to travel was because of his alcoholism. That's kind of what started this whole thing. It actually started before that, but I'm not going to go into all that. It all started back with my dad when a con man moved in on my father. But anyway, I'm not going to talk about that. That's not this video. I just wanted to get, this is a good title, because at the end of the first video that I just did, the upcoming video you're going to see, that was the whole thing. The therapist thought that being on the road was unstable, and at one point he told me to embrace the just embrace the distractions. Anyway, what this video is about is basically in the next one. I did an intro to this video because I titled it Part 3 Blue Ridge Parkway. Well, this is not Part 3 Blue Ridge Parkway. This is Nomad Lifestyle. Embrace the instability and distractions. I will come back later and do the Blue Ridge Parkway. I wanted to go over some of where I'm at and what I'm doing, and I did that. And at the end of the video, I realized I was at 10 minutes, and I went, no, I'm not going to do a video that's that long before getting into the Blue Ridge Parkway. That's not where I'm at. Anyway, but I did talk about some of what I'm going to, what I'm thinking of doing, what I am doing, what I have to do, the things that I would maybe desire to do. Anyway, and of course I talked about all that. Work, getting better, physical therapy, exercise, maybe looking at some land, maybe a house, something that's not, I don't share my, something I don't seasonally share with my ex-husband. Maybe move away from the boating life, because I do live on a boat, so maybe move away from that. Anyway, but right now that's where I'm at. I'm still on my boat. Right now I'm at the house of my ex-husband, dealing with probate, dealing with a bunch of stuff, so I'm not on my boat, but I do plan on going back to my boat, and soon I will be doing that. It's a houseboat, so I've got everything I need. Anyway, so this is just an intro to the next coming up video. It's not going to be the Blue Ridge Parkway. I'm going to do the Blue Ridge Parkway later. But anyway, as I said in the first video, I'm sitting here. The engine is running. It's been running now, idling now for probably 45 minutes or maybe a little longer. I don't like to do that, but I'm in South Carolina and it's really hot. So, but I just woke up. I wasn't feeling too good, so I decided to let it run a little bit. So anyway, that said, hope you enjoy watching. God bless, peace, and on to the next video, which is all part of the same video. Hi, welcome to my next video. This is part 3 of the Blue Ridge Parkway. Again, last night, I had some fruit, a little applesauce, a few crackers. I got sick again. I'm not sure what's going on. Pretty much everything I eat, I'm getting sick from. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. If it doesn't let up soon, because I have it off and on, and I've had it for 2 or 3 months like this. Then I go through spells where I don't have it, but But I've been having issues since Georgia, and that's probably been since February. So if it doesn't, you know, just let up soon, I don't know if it's like irritable bowel or what. I've never had issues really that bad before. But anyway, if I don't start getting better, or I don't, you know, it doesn't level off, I'm going to have to go back to the doctor for that. You know, and I've already got doctor's visits, and I hate the idea of having to make more doctor's visits. Anyway, last night I was at a truck stop in South Carolina, here in South Carolina, and I woke up very hot, and I didn't sleep really well last night because I watched a movie, and then I ended up getting sick. I came back to the car. I was still, my stomach was still bothering me. I was still sick for a little while. So I didn't go to sleep for probably about 4 o'clock in the morning. I woke up. I was just really tired. It was hot. I did not want to get out of the car, not yet. I have to because today is my physical therapy, and I'm also going in for number 2 COVID vaccination. Anyway, but I just decided to sit in the car. I watched a couple of YouTubers, you know, that I watch. Gave me some ideas on some things, you know, maybe I need to do. Anyway, and decided it was just so hot, I just decided to turn my engine on. I'm sitting here right now. It's idling, which I don't like. I really hate to do that, but it was just so hot that I decided to just turn the engine on, let the AC run for a little while, because I just did not feel, I just didn't feel great this morning either, and I didn't sleep, I wasn't able to sleep long enough, so obviously I'm still a little tired. Anyway, couple things I talked about in a previous video, work. I'm not quite there yet, so when I get to, like I said, my bosses call me to go back to work. I'll be on the road. I'm not sure if I'll get to drive my own vehicle and just get reimbursed, or they'll put me in another vehicle. A lot of times they do. Anyway, so that, but I'm not there yet. Let's see, then there's also, I want to maybe do something else with my camera setup. I've noticed a couple of YouTubers, they put the, something, on the dashboard to hold the phone, and that's an ideal for me. I have a pop-up in the middle of my dash, one of those I have like a pop-up where I can put napkins and store stuff in, and so I can't just mount it like right on top of that, so I don't know how that's going to work. The third thing is I may go back to, I used to use Filmmaker, and it would create the videos. I really like my phone, but my phone doesn't allow it to go full screen, and on YouTube, when I upload it to YouTube, it doesn't allow it to go full screen. I don't like that. So I'm thinking about going back to Filmmaker. I think Filmmaker did, or allowed it to go more full screen than what my camera does. If I do, I think the whole video with just my phone, and I don't use any of my camera apps. I think it may allow it to do that, I think, but when I pull together the slideshows, it doesn't. I don't know. I'm going to have to, I guess, tweak it, play around with it. Probably download Filmmaker again, because I got rid of it. I'm thinking I'm going to download Filmmaker. Finally thinking I'll download Filmmaker again. Maybe I'll find something else, but download a couple of apps for that and maybe play with it, and, you know, do just a couple of test videos, short test videos with my camera apps, my phone, maybe slideshows, and just see, because I really like that as far as what I'm doing. But anyway, and just tweak it and see if I can get a little bit better result when it uploads to, well, actually I won't know if it uploads to YouTube, so if I do a test video, I'm not sure if that'll work, so I'll have to do something. I'll have to do some kind of a something, you know, something, talk about something, or go back and, you know, have some kind of content. It can't just be nothing, so it'll have to be some kind of a content. and then just play with that, but just make it a short video and upload it to YouTube, see how it looks, see how it does. So that's one of my plans. So work, let's see, going back to work, trying to find a better camera setup, possibly a hands-free setup, maybe some new software for my tying my videos together, because oftentimes I use different camera apps, and then I'll do slideshows and my phone. So I'm not using just my phone anyway, or just my phone's app. Let's be a little more clear about that. Also, I've gotten 2 or 3 text messages from DoorDash, so apparently I was accepted into DoorDash. Also, it's coming up close to June 1st, and I've also looked at a couple of mystery shopping sites that, and there's a couple of jobs on there that I think wouldn't be that difficult, would be easy for me, so I'm thinking about doing that as well. And that's in addition to building my strength back up and, you know, getting back into hiking, walking, exercise, stretches, continuing my physical therapy. I'm starting my resistance band. So I got a lot coming up. Try to, you know, just a little at a time. Oh, and the last thing I wanted to talk about briefly is land. That's another idea that has come up for me. We already have, my ex-husband and I already have a house. But we kind of share that house, and I'm kind of looking for something of my own. So that's something else that I need to look into. I haven't quite decided exactly what I want to do. Anyway, I haven't quite decided where I want to, you know, where I want to land on that. I'm looking into, like I said, I haven't quite decided. I haven't even done a lot of looking. So that's brand new for me. I've done a little bit of looking. When I was in Georgia, I was looking, but I haven't even really decided where I want to be. Georgia's not really I looked at some property in Georgia, but I'm not really inclined to be in Georgia. Georgia's just too hot for me. I have looked in maybe South Carolina very briefly in the past, but I know that South Carolina's not where I want to be. So I'm thinking, and I don't want to go all the way out west to start my searching. You know, I want to probably stay in the South. So I'm looking at, I like Kentucky, but Kentucky is too cold. So I'm looking at either somewhere in North Carolina or Tennessee. Maybe Virginia. Virginia gets a little cold too. I don't want to be anywhere where they get much snow and I have to deal with rust issues. I'm just not inclined to do that. I'm just not. Anyway, as usual, this video turned out to be longer than I wanted. This has happened before, and I really don't. I don't want it to be a long video, not for my introduction to the Blue Ridge Parkway. So I'm going to go back, probably do a short intro and introduce you to the video, and just scratch the whole part 3 Blue Ridge Parkway, because I will do Blue Ridge Parkway in a separate video. But I wanted to share some of the things where I'm at right now. Anyway, where I'm at is, like I said, you know, now I want to, you know, one of the last things on my list maybe to do is look at property. But again, I haven't. I want to keep an open mind and keep it really open. So I think one of the things I'm going to do is probably look at land, because I got some ideas from a couple of other. I mean, because I know there are other people out there. One of the YouTubers I watch now, he was looking at a condo. I'm not interested in a condo. He was looking at other property in Florida. I'm not interested in that. But even though I'm from Florida, I would never live there again. It's too hot. Anyway, but so, and some others have looked at land and looked at other little pieces of property. Now, one of the things, two things. Like I said, I already have a house. I already have a house with my ex-husband, and that, for me, I call that's basically a seasonal house, because I'm not there all the time. I'm only in the area when I need to deal with probate issues, where my dad passed, or you know, our business. And right now this is the area that I'm not there right now, but the area where mine and my ex-husband's house is, for now I'm there because I'm in physical therapy, and it's close to my physical therapy and my doctors and everything that I got going, and I'm trying to get probate wrapped up anyway. So now I got some business in the area, so that's, you know, and I do have some family, but not a lot. We're not real close, but I do have family in the area as well. So that's one of the things. Anyway, I also have, I've also talked about this, but only briefly, out on the Outer Banks. I live on a boat, and it's not my boat, but actually my landlord is someone we used to be engaged, and we are now friends. We also have worked together. Still on occasion we work together, but not much of that anymore. He's kind of got his own thing now. But anyway, a few years ago, when I had so many issues with my ex-husband and his alcoholism, my former fiance, now landlord, offered me his boat to live on. He also needed someone to kind of be on it, because he just didn't like it just sitting there and not knowing what was going on. Anyway, I'm getting off track. I saw my little app do something weird there, so anyway, I'm not sure what that's about, but it was doing something weird. Anyway, but it looks like the video's still going, so I'm going to continue until the end of the video. Anyway, so he wanted someone kind of to like be there, and with my job, I'm not there that much, but I'm there enough, and he just wanted to keep it in good shape and have someone maybe staying there, living on it, and that works. That works for me. Outer Banks is a long way, though, from where I need to be most of the time, but that's my home, and then my seasonal house is kind of home away from home, kind of, but as much as I love my ex-husband, us living together is very difficult. We fight a lot. If he's drinking, it's impossible, but even when he's not drinking, it's difficult. So that's my next thing. First, I'm going to kind of start with land. I think look at land, because I've looked into like tiny homes, or I have considered it. I've looked at it, but I haven't really given it a lot of really serious thought, but I have looked at it. Tiny homes, studio sheds, things of that nature, having them prefabricated or pre-built. I need to look into that, as well as maybe hiring a builder to do it myself. Things of that nature. I see my app is doing something weird again, and I'm not sure what that's about. Maybe I'm exceeding my time, but I don't think that's ever happened with this app. Anyway, let me continue. Prefab, build it myself, don't know. Maybe looking at a piece of land, I could have a mobile home. I know my aunt, she has a mobile home. She loves it. Also, I want to look at property for myself. Already houses and homes, and see what's out there. I don't know how that will go. I don't know what I can afford. I still got a lot of savings to go, so I'm not really sure. But anyway, when I get there, when I get to my work, I will talk about that. When I get to the land, and I start looking, I will start sharing that. When I get to studio sheds are going to be a lot harder. Those are basically online. But when I get more information, I will share it. So basically, when I go back to work, land, looking at houses, looking at property, looking at mobile homes. I'm not really interested in having an RV. I used to want an RV, but I'm thinking more for travel later on. Right now, I'm in my car, and it hasn't been long since I bought it. But I'm thinking later on I might want to upgrade to a van. And when I get there, I'll talk about that too. But anyway, that said, I'm at the end of this video, and I'm going to go back and do a short intro just to kind of nix the whole Blue Ridge Parkway, because this video is too long to call it Blue Ridge Parkway. I don't, this is like 16 minutes. I don't, and I like them shorter than that when I'm doing my Blue Ridge Parkway intros. Anyway, it's already after 11 o'clock. I don't have a lot of time left. I need to get into the truck stop, start, brush my teeth, wash my face, start my day, because I have about a little over about an hour and a half drive to get to where I need to be to go to physical therapy. And then tonight, or this afternoon, 6 o'clock is my vaccination appointment. I'm going to do that. And then that's going to be, and my ex-husband, he wants to get something to eat. We'll kind of like sit outside, have something to eat, and that'll wrap my day. And then tomorrow, I'm hoping to, start all over again. I want to get some of these videos uploaded, as I was talking about earlier. My phone's getting pretty full. I may have to look at a flash drive. Anyway, but that's a little later. So for now, I'm going to end this video. And just wanted to let everyone kind of know where I'm at. I know it probably sounds like I'm all over the map, and sometimes I kind of am with everything. Anyway, for me, it's just one day at a time. I know I had a therapist once who told me he said my lifestyle was unstable. He said being on the road all the time and being in my car all the time, or my vehicle, or whatever, he said that was unstable. That wasn't a stable lifestyle. And he told me at one point, he said, but it seems like that kind of works for you, or kind of doesn't work maybe, but he kind of said, well, it kind of does work or doesn't work, but you're just going to have to, embrace the instability, embrace the distractions. So, I think that's what this video will be. My therapist says living on the road or living the nomad lifestyle is unstable. Embrace the distractions. Anyway, so I got to get into the truck stop, get my day started, and hit the road. So I'll be back with you guys in another video. Have a good week.